Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle. For those of you who do not know me, hi, welcome. I'm so glad you stopped by today. Today is going to be day number 17 of 31 days of eyeshadow palettes. You know, I am actually super impressed that I have been able to kind of keep this going the way I have. I have a lot of fun collabs coming up. I'm just super excited to share with you guys everything that I have planned, everything that's coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun. Today I'm going to be using the Alamar Cosmetics Reina Del Caribe Eyeshadow Volume 1. I'm gonna say this, I really want the Volume 2. I saw Karen Harris swatch it on her channel and that made me want it even more. Danielle is having a hard time with her low buy. I will be talking about that in a separate video. I'm just having a lot of like, I want, and it's kind of made me realize that I'm an impulse buyer completely. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this. I'm going to start off with the shade Cocco-Taxi. I think I always start off with this shade if I'm going to be honest. And I'm just going to use this as my transition shade on a big fluffy Keyvange brush from Amazon. Okay, so I am going to let you guys know I have been watching a whole lot of the Truthful YouTuber tag lately. I am loving that tag. It is so interesting to hear people's answers and just the different things that they feel about certain things, and I'm finding a lot of people who feel kind of the same way in how I answered that tag. And then I've also seen some people who have completely different responses, and it's interesting to see where people stand on certain things, for one, and then two, to see what I have in common with other YouTubers that maybe I just don't talk to, but I watch. Because I'm notorious for watching a video and not commenting. I try to. I'll comment on like a lot of my friends' videos and things, but sometimes I'm a silent viewer. And it's just either because, for one, I have nothing nice to say, or two, I forget to comment. I'm busy doing things. Like, honestly, more times than not, it's not me being bitchy or like catty not saying anything. It's just more, oh, that was an interest, like I don't have anything to say, or I was busy. But if you guys have done that tag, can you leave it down below saying that you've done it? And I want to go watch and see your answers because I'm nosy and I love that tag. The next shade I'm going to go into is Tropico. Okay, anyway, Danielle and pronunciations of words that are not English. It's funny, I took several years of Spanish and I still sound like the whitest person ever speaking it. I can't roll my R's, and I took like almost 6 years of Spanish. I did get to the point where I was able to read in Spanish and understand what was going on in the stories and stuff that I read, so that was spectacular. But, by the way, I'm taking this into my crease. But actually speaking and forming a sentence in my brain, I cannot do. I'm just, like, I want to know a second language. Like, I have that desire to know a second language, and I even have apps on my phone for Spanish. Because I would like to be able to speak another language. I would like to be that cool. That and I don't know. I think other languages are fascinating and I like to learn, but my pronunciation is so bad. It is so bad. And I mean, maybe I just need to embarrass myself and try to speak it. But it got to the point, well, it is to the point. I can still understand certain things, and when I worked at Joann's, I would always get people who thought I couldn't understand them. And then when I would realize that they spoke English, which I don't mind if you use your native tongue in a store, that doesn't bug me. But I think it's just kind of funny how people assume certain things based on skin color. I mean, it's across the board. Like, with what my husband does for a living, this is just an example, people automatically think he's rich, which I'm like, we're not rich. I mean, we are very fortunate with what we have, but I also, where he works and, you know, just the demographic of people he works with have actually made him realize that he's a little more privileged than he thought he was. Like, he's actually learned that white privilege is actually a legit thing. And I am super grateful that he has learned that, because I think until you actually see it and witness some of what's going on and what happens to people of color, that it's a legit thing. And that has been something that's kind of taken some time. It's also, okay, on another vein, he's also kind of learned that my experience as a woman does not reflect who he is as a man. Meaning that when I say something about men or something that's happened, his initial response was, well, I'm not like that. Duh, I wouldn't be with you if you were. I'm not talking about you. This is not about you. But he's kind of learned a little bit, and I just was like, the whole thing with Gillette and men freaking out, like, that just makes me think that you are that type of man, and that is just, don't freak out about it. If you're not that type of guy, no, you're not that type of man. But like, for once, just understand that basically what we're saying is, don't be a trash human. Don't be a trash human. How is that hard? Like, yeah. Seriously, just don't. Oh. The next shade I'm going to go into is Cafecito, the brown, and I'm going to put this on my outer corner. I just think it's funny how some men can't handle just not being that type of a man, or just thinking, let boys be boys. No, I will not. I will not condone that kind of behavior. I will not condone that kind of attitude. I don't like that at all. I don't like that. I have a hard time with double standards, all of it. I am not a fan of that. Not a fan of the boys will be boys attitude. No. No, no, no. So basically what I'm saying is, if you're one of those men that had a certain reaction, maybe to that Gillette commercial, maybe you need to look at your life and stop certain behaviors and really kind of think about your mindset on things. You can't handle that women don't want to be treated a certain way, and you think it's in your right to treat women a certain way. Stop it. We are not yours to be owned. That mindset in general needs to go away. Like, Sorry, feminist Danielle is out because I just can't. But anyway, it's kind of been an interesting kind of change in perspective with my husband and just with myself with a lot of things, because I've grown as a person with certain things that have gone on and just changes in life. Life happens. You change your thoughts. You grow as a person. You figure things out. Or you don't. And you stay a garbage human. Don't stay a garbage human. I'm just not somebody who is going to tolerate certain behaviors, and I really, when I have kids, I don't want them thinking that to be a girl is to be treated a certain way by guys, or that because they're a boy they have to treat women horribly, because that's not what I want. That's not anything. I'm going in, by the way, with the NYX Glitter Primer, and I'm going to place this on my eye. Like my entire lid. That's what I meant. I don't know. I'm in kind of lately this kind of ranty mood. And yeah. I also was kind of having a thought, like when people are like, we need to teach our daughters this, this, and this. Why are we just... yes, you need to teach your daughters to, you need to teach girls to protect themselves. You need to teach women to stand up for themselves and things like that. But you also need to teach your boys and your men to not be assholes. It's not that hard. Just don't be an asshole. Oh gosh, and I've heard a lot of women's stories about certain things. I've had my own experiences with guys that have just made me kind of go, better not, bye, you know. I'm actually going to go in with the green shade Celia. And I'm just going to pack that over that shimmer. Or over that shimmer. Over the glitter primer. And when guys are like, oh, women are just making all those stories up. All of those women? Every single one? I don't doubt that maybe there are some that have not experienced certain things and that they're just on it. But there are so many women that I know that have experienced things in their life that, for one, I'm just grateful I never experienced. And two, that it's a real thing. It's a real thing. Then I'm going to go in with the shade Malecon. Somebody correct my pronunciation. Somebody tell me I'm horrible at pronouncing. I'm just placing this next to the green. But I don't know. I'm in a venti, ranty mood, and it doesn't help when I've had people say certain things to me, or my favorite is like, you are really opinionated. I've always been this way. I've always been opinionated. I've always gotten myself in trouble because I'm opinionated. And it's a part of myself that I kind of miss here on my channel, so you guys are probably going to see it a whole lot more. I'm just saying, like, if you think that we just have to go through and just teach girls how they should behave or girls certain things, why are we just focusing it there? I think there could be more done in teaching guys also behaviors that are just not appropriate and not okay, and that guys need to understand that women aren't here just for their pleasure or any of that. Because there is a lot of that kind of thought process. Especially in kind of religious circles and things. And I don't know, just being online and just having random men comment things, I just don't understand where they get off thinking it's okay to say that, or that they have the right to say something about me because I'm a woman and I'm a lesser. I'm not lesser. I hate to burst your bubble, but if you're gonna go with the it's a religious thing, no, I'm not buying that at all. I'm not lesser. I'm here. I will argue with you. That's my own personal struggle right now with religion in general. If I'm to be honest. But I just don't like that mindset, and I don't plan on, when I have children, if I have boys, I really don't want them to prescribe to this, like, they have to be supremely masculine to be good in society, or that they're gonna treat women a certain way. And like, if I have girls, I don't want them to, you know, feel because they're a girl that they have to give in to what guys want or any of that. Or that's not what I would want for my kids. And I'm tired of all of these white guys getting off on things that they've been doing, and it's because they're so young. Well, they still did a horrible, awful thing, and you're teaching them that what they did to another human being was okay, and I'm not okay with that. I'm just not. I'm not here for it. Not here for it at all. Well, I'm going to go do my eyeliner and my mascara, and I will be right back. I'm sorry if this is such a ranty video, but there's a lot on my mind and it might be kind of all over the place. So if I need to clarify anything, let me know in the comments, but I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and I did my base makeup, my eyeliner, my mascara, blush, highlight, all of that, and we're gonna finish the lower lash line, inner corner, lips, all of that good stuff here on camera. I will have everything I used on my face listed down below in case you are wondering. And we're gonna go back into the Alamar palette. Okay, for my lower waterline, I'm going to go into the Kokie Professionals Velvet Smooth Eyeliner in Forest Green. We're just gonna pop this in here. Okay, so once that is in my waterline, I'm going to go back into the Alamar palette. And I'm actually going to take the shade Varadero. Yes, I know I'm saying that right. I'm gonna let you guys know I'm horrible at pronunciation this whole video. And I'm actually gonna pop this on my lower lash line. Yes, you guys can accuse me of doing the pop of blue. But I pretty much am using most of the shades in this palette. Now that that is done, oh, by the way, I took this on a Cleavage pencil brush, and I'm going to use another one because I'm going to do my inner corner highlight and my brow bone highlight. Yay! I'm going to go into La Costa, and I'm going to pop this into my inner corner. This is actually one of my favorite inner corner highlights, and I like to use it a lot. Even when I'm using other palettes, because it's just so pretty. Okay, so now that that is done, we're gonna go ahead and do my lips. For my lips, I'm going to take my Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche lipstick in Libra, because you guys, I'm a Libra. Also, I've been wanting to rock this lipstick and I haven't in a while, and I think it'll actually look really good with this look. I love brown lipsticks, by the way. Well, here's the final look. You guys will have to let me know what you think down below. I love this lipstick. I'm pretty happy with it. It is one though that I think if I had a lip liner, I would be much better at applying it, but I'm also somebody who doesn't like to use lip liners. But anyway, you'll have to let me know what you think down below of the entire video, the look, everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope that you are enjoying this 31 days of eyeshadow palette series, as well as just kind of enjoying me being a little more ranty and chatty and just being myself. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you have a wonderful day, night, wherever you are, and bye!